Come on everybody, grab a seat. We got tons of fun characters that you can meet. We got Mrs. Puff, Sandy, Patrick to name a few, and we got a little funny yellow dude. His name is SpongeBob, and he doesn't know how to drive, but he tries. So we're gonna teach him tonight, and we got a little yellow dude learning how to drive for physics tonight.
SpongeBob, you have failed your boating test again!
Hey Patrick, I just failed my boating test for the 70th time. How did you ever get your boater's license?
Mrs. Puff gave it to me.
Yeah, SpongeBob, he actually knows how to drive.
What? How do you drive?
Flashback. End of flashback.
I don't think I'll ever pass my driving test.
Hi, SpongeBob. How'd your driving test go?
Mrs. Puff failed me again.
I'm sorry to hear that, SpongeBob. Do you need my help explaining anything?
Could you explain traction and curves?
You betcha. Let's go.
Yesterday.
Okay, SpongeBob, you need to slow down when going into this curve. It's got oil on it.
Well, is that Mrs. Puff? You said I need to speed up?
No! SpongeBob!
Later.
Well, SpongeBob, instead of going into a curve fast, you should have slowed down.
Why do I need to slow down?
SpongeBob, it is important to slow down before entering a curve because it reduces your chances of skidding and decreases the force pushing you down the road.
I thought I heard Mrs. Puff saying something in class about a force pushing you into a curve, not out of it.
I think you're talking about the centripetal force. The centripetal force makes it possible for cars to go around a curve. The more traction there is between the tires and the road, there's a bigger force. The less traction between the road and the tires, there's a smaller force.
Oh, so what does traction do?
Traction or friction is a force that resists the forward motion of your car. This helps you slow down so you can go around a curve. When a road has less traction, like the one covered in oil that you went through, there is less of that resistance. The weight of your car can also affect traction.
Why is that?
Well, SpongeBob, the road and the bottom of your tires have little imperfections in them. When these imperfections meet on the road surface, they cause the force of friction. So when your car has more weight, these imperfections pull closer together by gravity.
Gravity? That's what I put on my mashed potatoes.
No, Patrick, that's gravy. A gravity is a hole in your tube.
No, SpongeBob, gravity is the force that pulls all objects on Earth together. The more an object weighs, the greater force of gravity. Your car speeds up because of gravity, but a greater force of gravity doesn't make your car any faster. Your car would have gone just as fast if it weighed even more.
Hang on. If it was pulling him to the ground, why did his car flip when he went around the corner?
Thanks for reminding us, Patrick.
Well, you see, Patrick, every object has a center of gravity that pulls you to the Earth. Anytime the center of an object goes out of the range, its base will tip over.
Wait a second. If friction is pushing against the boat, why can SpongeBob still move forward?
You're referring to the stopping distance. This is the distance your boat travels after you hit the brakes.
Flashback.
Okay, class, today we'll be learning about what affects the stopping distance of your boat. There are several instruments in your boat that increase the stopping distance.
Ooh, is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick. Can anyone tell me how far behind another boat you should
Oh,
be traveling?
me.
Yes, SpongeBob.
Squidward always says, to stay as far away as possible.
The ideal following distance is 2 to 3 seconds to give a safe distance for stopping.
Hey, SpongeBob,
Yeah, Patrick?
I thought of something funnier than 2 to 3 seconds.
What?
4 to 5 seconds.
End of flashback.
You see, SpongeBob, your stopping distance is affected by the mass of your boat and the speed you're traveling at.
Oh, so speedboats and heavy submarines will stop differently than regular boats.
Yes, exactly. The heavier your boat is, the more traveling distance you need to stop. The lighter your boat is, the less traveling distance you need to stop. Speed and mass affect your force of impact as well.
Force of what?
You learned about this in class, SpongeBob.
Flashback.
You should always remember to put on your seatbelt and make sure your passengers do too.
But I don't need a seatbelt. Ah!
Yes, you do, SpongeBob. Your seatbelt is there in case you get in a crash. It decreases the force of impact. Without your seatbelt, you would hit your steering wheel.
That's what brakes are for, so that I don't hit anything.
The brakes help you stop, but they can prevent you from hitting things or from others hitting you. The airbags are also there to help you, but your seatbelt is essential.
They help decrease the amount of damage done to the passengers.
Not the damage to the boat?
No, in fact, boats even have crumple zones, which is basically the front of the boat. In the event of a crash, it is also there to increase the distance traveled after you crash, which decreases the force of impact or how hard you crash.
End of flashback.
So I need to wear my seatbelt in case I crash?
Yes, sir, and you should always make sure your airbags are functional.
Okay, I think I'm ready to take my boating test again.
A few moments later.
Alright, SpongeBob, I think you've learned a lot. You have finally passed your boating test. Here is your license.
Wow, thanks, Mrs. Buff. I'm ready to start driving straight away. I'm ready. Just gonna reverse.